Good morning, good afternoon, just connecting the earbuds. There we go. That should be a bit better. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Thank you for joining us today. We are going to be joining Angelo, who is live in Puerto Morelos, Mexico, Cancun's Mayan Riviera, at the Hyatt Ziva. So let's go ahead and bring him on.
Hey
Hello.
guys, how you doing?
Good.
Ooh,
How are
wrong way.
you?
Good.
Looks like another beautiful day in paradise over there.
It is. We got the bar behind me, the outdoor bar. I didn't know where we would want to start today, so I figured this would be the best part. This best
Yeah,
spot.
it looks good. It works for me. And let me switch this. No, that's not the way I wanted it. Make you maximize.
There you go.
Sure, we'll just make you bigger. I don't think you can still
There
see
you
me, but
go.
that's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I can.
So this is the lobby behind you and one of the main lobby bars. Well, there's sort of like
Yeah.
side by side thing.
Right. So this is the outdoor bar, the breeze bar, and then inside will be the lobby bar.
Right. And now, are they still doing the bespoke, like smoked drinks and stuff like that?
Yes, if you ask for it. And actually, what's interesting, they've created like custom cocktails at the restaurants too, kind of like what Vivid.
Oh, nice, nice. So now I've also got. I'm just trying to play around with the picture thing. This is
Yeah, go ahead.
so not good. There, would you that? Nope, we want you bigger though. Well, I'll have to play with it another time. We'll
No
do this,
worries.
and we'll do this.
And then, yeah, and then behind me we have the main pool, and then the main restaurant, also not main restaurant, but the seafood grill restaurant and the steakhouse restaurant.
So the one thing that I really like about this resort is the amount of pools that they have.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that they do not have any issues having enough of. They have, what did I count?
I
One,
think it's
two.
9.
Is it 9? I was going to say 7, but I was like, that's not even enough.
You know what? We have here, it's really difficult to see, but we've got
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, technically 9. Yeah, so 9 pools if you count the spa pool as well.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
that's the
it
main pool
totally
that you're looking out at.
correct. And then you can see they've now set up, since the last time I was here, they've put a ton of cabanas around the pool.
Oh, really? Yeah,
A
that makes
ton. I
sense.
mean, when I first was here last time, the last time I was here was in 2022. They had like 6 cabanas around the main pool and a couple scattered
Right.
around the rest of the property. Now the main pool has at least 15 of them, and then even every other pool has at least 4 or 5 each one. So they really have stepped up the cabana game, and a lot of them are getting paid for per day because they're not included. They're an extra 1850 Mexican pesos just to get the cabana with a couple bottles of
Okay.
water and being able to order food from the main restaurant over there.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, and
Um,
then if you want a bottle of sparkling wine or champagne, it's a little over 4,000 pesos, so a little over 200 US dollars.
okay. All right. Well, that's okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's reasonable for what, it's like standard, cabana pricing. It's not, overly cheap or overly expensive.
Not bad at all. So
No.
now I saw, let me just take a look at what the photos are we've got here. So we don't need to go over to the wedding department, but I'll just show that they do have a
Yeah.
dedicated wedding area. So they've got some of the stuff on display that you can use for your destination wedding. And they do have a proper destination wedding department. So that's kind of cool because you can go and meet with them if you're planning to do a destination wedding there. I've
And
also
since I've been
got.
here,
Oh
they've
yeah.
had 2 weddings since I've been here.
Oh wow.
So it's being used.
Nice. And now I wanted to show. Oh, what's that? What's going on there?
They're setting up for some. I'm not sure if
Is it
it's to be bought.
activities?
Oh yeah, it's an activity of some sort.
Oh,
Hola, how are you? Good. What time? What's? Oh, till 4 o'clock, and you can just buy one.
Buy one, you pay.
Okay.
When you finish the painting, if you cannot later today, you put in the stuff.
Oh, beautiful.
After I put a special place.
Okay, and does it? You have to put it in an oven to make it.
No, that one everything's wet in the oven. So
Yeah.
I have to try.
Okay, perfect. Till 4 o'clock. Perfect. Thank you.
cool. So now this is a family-friendly resort, so there are
Yes.
kids here. So I know that those are activities that kids love to do, but I also know there's a lot of adults that like to do those sorts of things too.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And right now, it's not been too bad with the kids because it's off season. So there are some,
Right.
but not as bad as if you came during spring break.
Right. And now with this resort, when you walk in, it's actually on the upper floor, which means to say you
Correct.
walk in and you have a beautiful view of the ocean and the palm trees and stuff like that in the background. We don't need to go up there. That's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a nice layout. If you turn to your left, Angelo,
My other left, this one, Or
and
all the way down this
that's
way.
yeah, no, where you were at
Okay, got it.
the bar there. Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is the main inside lobby bar, and
Correct.
as you can see, there's lots of windows and stuff like that. So it's bright and airy, and
And it's 2
uh,
stories.
yes, exactly. Yeah. And what else did I want to say? So this resort has 438 rooms. And
Yes.
like I said, 9 different pools. So as far as the sort of pool to guest ratio, you can I don't know, how have you found I know you've only been there a couple of days, but how's the chair situation by the pools?
The main pool, the chair game is strong. I will say
Yeah.
that.
hmm
Especially with the umbrellas. So the main pool is a little bit difficult. You have to come out early if you want one.
hmm
In the other pools, no problem at all. It's just the main pool. It's
Right.
very they're just very early risers to get them.
Yeah, and you know what? It's actually it is my favorite pool. It's the largest, and
Yes.
it has you're just overlooking the ocean and stuff like that. So it's quite nice. It looks like the seaweed's been not.
I was just
Oh,
going to show
there's
that's the upper and lobby that when you come in, you're overlooking this way towards the pool,
right.
towards the ocean.
Cool. Yeah.
Seaweed has been a little bit bad, but not atrocious. The last 2 days they've been cleaning it up every morning. I think I got you. Yeah, that's what it was before they cleaned up. This was the evening before they started cleaning the next morning. I think I got you a couple pictures of the tractor that they used to clean it up too.
Well, I wanted to
But yeah,
show this. So this was over the last day or two, and you can see that
yes.
the beach is quite quite skinny here. But what I wanted to show is take a flashback to this is 2021,
hmm
and that's the same
Yeah.
area of the beach. So
Yeah. So
it really
it's a lot
depends
of.
what time of year you go.
Well, yeah, that, and I was going to say there's a lot of beach erosion, but also the water has
Yeah,
come up dramatically. So
yeah,
even if they wanted to, the water levels have risen and
hmm
come all the way to the wall. The water wall, seawall, whatever you want
yeah,
to call it.
yeah.
So
Yeah, so again, looking the other way, you can see
mhm,
out towards what do you call it? The beach, the pier thing. And then
yes,
this is looking at it from 2021.
yeah, it's
So yeah,
amazing,
there
isn't
has
it?
been a lot of oh,
It's amazing how bad it's gotten.
and where is the wharf? I'm just looking, I made notes. Pool wharf. Okay, so this is current. And
Yeah.
this was 2021. They were fixing it. But obviously it's going to depend on what's happening with storms and currents, that kind of thing. It's anybody who lives near any kind of beach near the salt water knows that it takes its toll, and it is a constant battle. So, oh, hey, Christine, thanks for tuning in. How are you?
Hey, Christine.
Oh, so you're heading? Is this the way to the spa? I'll make you the bigger
Yeah,
camera.
and the adults only pools right here. So they do have an adults only pool for people who don't want to, deal with the kids. There is a whole pool instead of cabanas set up over here.
Right. Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
Now,
that's pretty.
I don't know if this is true anymore, but it used to be if you were doing a wedding group and you had everyone in one of those room blocks overlooking one of the pools, you could actually request that pool to be labeled as private, so just for you and your guests.
Oh,
I don't know if that's something that they would still do or if anyone's been doing that, but if you're going with a wedding group, it's certainly worth asking.
yeah, definitely. I don't know if you can see. Look at this tree and its roots and how old this tree must be.
Whoa. You know what?
Yeah,
That tree is huge. I remember there being big trees, but not like that. But
yeah.
stuff
This
just
one is the
grows like
only.
crazy.
Yeah. When I walked by it and I saw the roots, I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Oh, and
this
then I
is a
wanted to
very.
show. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say
Go
this
ahead.
is just a very. This is a very established property. It's
Yeah.
got all its foliage. Everything is there. I mean, it was funny. I was looking it up before the other day, and I guess this property is one of the. So people know it as the Hyatt Ziva now, but this is the old Secrets Silversands, which
Yeah.
it was 14 years ago it opened.
Yeah. Yeah. Quite a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And
but
it's
it's actually, and
interesting to see.
I wrote that it's the Hyatt Ziva Riviera Cancun, but they've actually just changed the name. So it's still a Ziva, but it's a Riviera Maya now, Hyatt Ziva Riviera Maya. And the mnemonic, if you're confused about Ziva and Zilara, is Ziva is 4 letters, which is, I'd say Ziva is 4 letters for kids, and
Right.
Zilara is 5 letters, which is adult. So it's an easy way to remember them if you're looking at going to one of these properties and you're confused as to which one you should be booking for adult only or family friendly. You find out pretty quick if you pick the wrong one.
Definitely. I'm just walking my way towards the far left side of the property, working my
Yeah.
way over there.
And now
So you
to
guys
your
can see.
left is that is the Margaritaville.
Yeah. Yes. Right.
So that's also family friendly. I don't know if you've had a chance to walk down the beach there at all, but the beach in front of Hyatt Ziva used to be a little bit rocky. And what I would
Mm-hmm.
always recommend to people is just go over a little bit towards Margaritaville, and the sand is super smooth. So, obviously you've still got some beach erosion happening, but if you want to avoid any rocks or having to wear like water shoes,
Water shoes.
that's
Yeah.
a really good way to go.
Yeah. As you can see, another pool. Totally plenty of chairs available, some umbrellas. The only thing I'll say that I wish they'd improve is that they need more umbrellas around the pool chairs.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I've noticed.
But it
Now, for
looks
me,
like a good number of pool chairs.
yeah, tons of chairs, just the shortage of umbrellas.
Yeah.
Now, a secret I've been doing, she's not that big of a secret, and we'll go by there after this side. Between buildings 7 and 8, there's the 2 pools, the front and the back. They're connected by hole in the building, and
Yeah.
they have pool chairs in there, and you can hide out in there, get a great ocean breeze. You got you're covered, and you're still right with everyone else with the activities.
Right.
I'm walking towards the front now, over here on the left side, to give everyone. We'll give them a fresh view of what the beach.
Okay, and while you're doing that, I'm just going to show
like
them
today.
the pictures
Again,
that you took of your room. Oh,
another,
sorry.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
No,
show
you're
that.
fine.
Okay.
Another pool. And as you can see, no one's even here. But again, tons of pool chairs, no umbrellas.
Right. I wonder, though, if you asked if they've got them squirreled away somewhere.
I haven't done that yet. I can definitely do that and see what they tell me. If they say, yeah, I am too. You would think, though, they would have put a few, just even a few out in each pool. Like this one has 0.
But it does look a little bit windy, so maybe that's why.
Outside of the building, so I don't know how the wind sounds in my AirPods.
You can definitely hear the wind. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. There we go. There's that. That's the front of the Margaritaville.
Wow. Yeah. So they've lost about 15, 20 feet. But that'll change through the seasons,
Yeah.
And it depends if they've got any plans to truck in some sand. I don't know. It's always hard to say.
Yeah. They said a lot of damage was done. When was the last?
Quite a while ago.
That's what I thought too.
Oh, well, but they had last year was Milton, and that didn't really hit, but certainly there was a lot of storm activity because I was there. That's when they had to move us down to Tulum.
Okay.
So every year there's always big winds and stuff like that.
Was the pier still together, or was it already damaged like it is now?
Well, you saw that other photo that I did. Where is it? So that was right after it had opened, within 2 or 3 weeks of it opening. And they were working on repairing it because they wanted to use that as a wedding destination. But
what year was that?
That was September 2021.
Okay, and I was here in 2022, and they had fixed it again. And it was together and all good, and because we were on that, and they had a DJ and everything, and we had a good night on it. Yeah, so it was really cool. But I was shocked to see that it was in disrepair again.
Yeah, well, like I say, the sea is very unforgiving. So
true.
Now you're coming up to one of my favorite restaurants. I absolutely love that bar and restaurant area.
Yeah. So here's that bar I'm assuming you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then which part of the restaurant do you like from the ocean, from the pool restaurant? Because it's actually 2 restaurants.
Yeah, that's true. They had the steakhouse, and I think the other one was fish. Is that right?
Correct. So La Parrilla is the steakhouse, and Balik is the seafood.
Mm-hmm. I like them both. It's such a beautiful view, and as usual, they've got wonderful lights under the pool at night, so it just looks really pretty. But if you're looking on what you're looking at right now, that's the fish side.
Correct.
And so that's got an awesome sunset and ocean views. Actually, no, you would be facing sunrise that way.
Correct. Yeah, sunrise comes up this side.
Yeah, but still very pretty. Yeah,
it is. I ate there the first night. The La Parrilla, the steak outside, because the seafood was closed. They're alternating restaurants every night because of the attendance is right now about 45%. They told me.
Oh wow. Okay. But again,
For
we're sort of getting into
during the
off
week.
season or close to it. Yeah. Hey, Tammy.
Right, during the week. I'm talking about during the week. Weekend supposedly is higher. I don't know what it is, but during the week, because I'm here just the weekdays this time. So they told me it's 45%.
Yeah, this is where you're at right now. That is my favorite restaurant. I just love the view from up there.
Yeah.
So Tammy's asking, how are you enjoying the resort in general?
I'm liking it. You know, it's funny because coming from Hyatt Vivid to Hyatt Ziva, it's a little bit of a change because the style has changed of the resort and the hotel, of the restaurants and the rooms and all that. So you can tell the style of the buildings and the rooms. It's from what they did with resorts 15 years ago. So like you go to Silver Sands, you go to some of the other older properties of Secrets, and it has that look versus if you go to like the new Breathless Cancun Soul and things like that, or Secrets Tides, it's a totally different setup. But it was interesting because like I said, I just went from super new to one of the older properties. But it is you saw the pictures of that I took. They did refresh the rooms and update them, so they're fine, they're nice. Yeah. But like I said, it's just it was a style change,
Yeah, for sure. But the rooms are very spacious, and I was going to show you the photos. So
yeah,
is this right?
I'm in building 7 and I have an oceanfront room. So on the 3rd floor.
So that's how it shows you how spacious it is. That's from the edge of the bed. Like it's massive. If you call for room service and they're knocking at your door, you kind of got to do a little jog in order to get there before they think you're not in the room anymore. But look at the space between, beautiful king size bed, and they've got the smart plugs, the USB and the fast charging units, right beside the bed. The bathroom is private, but it's open, but it can be private. So there's, I think it's a shutter door. Yeah.
Correct.
So you can have it as private or as open as you like. And then this is from the balcony. So he's in the front building, which is the same building I was in the first time I stayed there. Just a beautiful, beautiful view.
It is. It actually is this building right here. I'm in.
Oh, you're in that one. Okay. Gotcha.
I am. And then here's the secret little opening I was talking about between the building 7 and 8. And you can see people are already in there on the chairs enjoying it.
Yeah, well, you can enjoy the view, and then you've got the breeze as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you look here, this side of the property, the right side, when you're facing the ocean, has much more beach still available to it. It has chairs and they're cleaning it. I mean, look at this.
Yeah. And I thought that the beach was very soft on that side.
It is. I don't know if it comes through on the camera, but it's not rocky at all. And they maintain it every single day I've been here.
The view. So that's this one here, I think. Oops. No. Yeah, so just showing the picture of the from your room, like looking over the pool and then seeing how clear the water is, which is quite something. Oh, and then going to the water slides.
Yes. Tammy, where are you?
Have you been on the water slides yet?
I did them yesterday. I was like, all right, gotta do it. By the way, I don't know if you can see the next property over is I don't know a vacant property that's just been slowly disintegrating the last couple of years.
Right.
When I was here in 2022, it was deserted also. That's not what I want.
Right.
Water slides have been very popular here and a blast. It's just, you see kids and adults go down it. And me.
And you. Now, are they just single person slides? Do they have rafts? What's the deal with that?
They do. So the 3 light blue ones here, unfortunately the middle one's not working, but the 3 light blues are single person. They have an open version, a totally enclosed version, and then a dive one that's enclosed.
Oh, yeah.
And then they have the dark blue one here. And this one is 2, you can do 1 or 2 people. and you grab, as you can see, the kids over there grabbing the inner tubes, and you go grab the inner tube, take it up there with you, and go in it, and it just launches you down super quick.
So before you go a little bit further,
Yeah.
I'm going to get you to turn around to your right about 180 degrees.
You got it.
Bojangles, she's asking about swim out rooms. And this resort, they call them walkout rooms.
Correct.
So you don't have direct access to the pool, but it's just across the grass. It's right there.
Right. So, so it's a little bit different than you get, like, if you go to some of the Dreams or Secrets properties with the swim outs, and it's kind of a little bit more private. Here, it's a catch-22. You have direct walkout, but also it's open to everyone, these pools, and, you got to be careful because, it's very easy to look back in, I guess is what I'm trying
to say. Yeah, the privacy factor becomes an issue.
It's a little,
but I think one of the things that most of the Hyatts do is they have an age restriction on swim up rooms. So I believe you have to be 12 and over for a swim up room. And because these are walkouts, I don't think there's any age restrictions on these ones. So that's kind of nice.
That is. I had no clue about that.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've got a pretty intense kids program. So the kids activity center and the family rooms are right at the end of this waterslide water park area with the kids splash park and stuff like that. And their activities for the kids are crazy. Like some of the crafts that they have available are impressive, to say the least.
Yes, very. I don't know why the splash pad water park is off right now, because the last 2 days I've been here, it's been on and running, and kids have been in there. So I'm not sure what's going on this morning, why it's offline.
Oh, well, it's not a bad thing because then we can look at it. I don't like to film it when there's kids around and stuff like that, just for privacy.
I'm trying to,
so this way we
as you can tell, I'm trying to avoid getting the children in the pictures too. I'm trying to be good about it,
Appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. But yes, here's the kids' little water slide. They have the big bucket up there. The kids get splashed. It actually is, like I said, it's been very active the last 2 days with the young kids.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, what's the temperature there right now?
85, 86.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
and,
even
and
just
very,
to be like
very humid and very 11. It's 11 on the UV index.
Oh, nice.
So I'm slathered in sunscreen just right now. So
yeah, I believe it. Yeah. So I wanted to see what else you had sent the photos of. There's
definitely.
So the pool, seaweed building. Oh, the buffet. I'll just show you some of those photos quickly. So this was just some random pictures of the buffet that's available. Lots of different items. There's obviously a breakfast buffet, so you can see the different cereals they've got. A little charcuterie area. Of course, you got an omelet station. That's always ever popular. And I know they also have an ice cream place where you can get some really delicious ice cream. I know Angelo likes to do quality assurance on ice cream. Have you had an opportunity to do that yet?
I have not had it here, and the reason being, and this is the breezeway.
The walkway,
it connects to the other walkway to the other pool, but it is there is just a little bit of water, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll walk back through. We'll try the balancing act. We'll see how that works. Or should I do this? I'll do this one.
So
I don't know if I can do both.
Worth noting while you walk through there that you don't have to show it, but obviously people are allowed to use inner tubes or inflatables. I know that they have mostly said that they prefer people to use small ones. They don't want those big, the unicorns where you can fit like 8 people on them, because that's not really fair to anyone else who wants to use that pool. But nonetheless, you can, especially like the little hammock style one, that's all good.
Yes. And then asking about the ice cream in the coffee shop, At the Hyatt Ziva, they don't call it Coco Cafe, which we're so used to with a lot of the other resorts. They call it Roots here, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
straight ahead is Roots. But the reason I haven't had a chance to try the ice cream and all that yet is they actually closed it for remodeling, and they've moved us from being able to go there to over here to this cafeteria
Yeah.
setup, which I'll walk us to, because I finally got a chance to get a coffee this morning
Ah,
and some croissants. So let's see. And when I peeked in there, there was no ice cream in there yet, but we'll
and you're
take a
right by
peek.
the theater as well, right?
Yeah. Oh, theater's closed. As you can
Yeah.
see, they are fixing it.
Okay. But it's kind of neat how
And
it's
the
built
gentleman is
down so you could sort of sit around it like an amphitheater.
yes, yeah. So they're redoing the deck on it.
Mhm.
All right, we'll walk in here. They may or may not know me already.
If she starts reaching
I
for
don't
a
know how
cup
that's
and some ice
possible.
cream, then we'll know the truth.
You will. Hola. Hey guys. How are you?
All kinds of
Of
treats.
course, it's so much humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah, the humidity is through the roof here, as you can see. And then the ice. Oh, it is up now. Hold on. Here's the ice cream.
Wow. So what's the best flavor been so far?
Well, I haven't had it here, but when I was over at Vivid, it was cookies and cream.
Oh,
It was really good. It looks like a tiramisu, mango, vanilla chocolate. All the good ones are here.
do they have strawberry cheesecake?
Strawberry fresca, 2 of them.
But what about the cheesecake?
And I'm looking. I see vanilla. It's blackberry cheesecake right now.
Okay, so I will. Oh yeah,
Blackberry.
blackberry cheesecake. I will tell you hands down, we had that for an entire meal one day. Um, it's it is so good. Maybe wait till the last day before you have some because otherwise that's going to be your food staple. It's really good. Oh wow,
They have grab and go. They have grab and go sandwiches.
that is
Yogurts.
lovely. I love that. Sometimes you just don't want a whole like the whole sit down thing. You just want to you're hungry, you're
Right.
peckish, you just want something and maybe go back to the room and cool down from the heat. So that's nice.
Yeah. And just so you know, they set this all up within the last 2 days.
Wow.
So they've been working late at night. When I was going between the buffet and the restaurants,
Mhm.
they were working all night in there.
Wow.
People are waiting for the buffet to open back there, which is afternoon. So they're lined up.
Yeah.
The Italian is next to that.
Okay.
French is over here. I call this Restaurant Row. I don't know if that's truly its name, but I just call it Restaurant Row.
Oh, yeah.
Because it literally is. But this is the
Yeah.
French.
And now
We have the oh boy, I'm
no,
sorry.
I was just gonna say when I was there, they had a specific drink that was paired to the theme of the restaurant. Do they still do that?
They have three regular cocktails and then about 5 mocktails
Wow.
to each restaurant.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, because I know you're not a big
Yeah.
drinker, so it's kinda nice to be able to
Hey,
still
Angel, how are you?
feel like you're having fun.
They yeah. And then here's the Asian where the teppanyaki is, or hibachi as we call
Yeah.
it. Yeah, no, it's really cool that they have the cocktail set up for each restaurant. So it's kind of Italian, and I was able to get one of the vodka drinks, and it paired perfectly with the pasta carbonara.
Mm,
Now
nice.
here's Hyatt Ziva's. They call theirs the club, their preferred lounge.
Yeah. Right.
And then I
That
don't
was
know how
never
this is
open
supposed to
when
be.
I was there.
The Mexican or
Oh,
the
yeah,
lounge,
yeah. Oh, no,
which was
the
never open.
lounge, the club lounge.
Really?
It was and only because they were still finishing it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this is new. I don't remember seeing it the last time I was here, but I was like, I wasn't a part of the preferred thing back then, so I didn't know.
Right.
Okay. So we have that. They have the sports bar here, which is
Oh, great.
it's a mix between adults and kids stuff. So
Interesting.
it's very interesting. So like during the day, you'll see there's kids playing pool and things like that. I'm trying to be careful there, but the kids are in there playing pool and there's foosball and things like that. But at night, it becomes adults only, and then the
Oh.
adults are in there watching sports, playing foosball and pool and all that, and drinking until 1 in the morning.
Now, is there a charge for the pool tables? Did you happen to notice?
I know they're included. They're free.
Perfect.
Yeah. Now, there is something that is a little bit different that I noticed here, which I've seen in a couple other places, but I don't remember seeing it at Vivid. They have an upscale menu you can add on to stuff to
Yeah.
your dinner at night. So they have, you
Mhm.
can get a tomahawk steak, American Wagyu, lobster tail, and then they
Yeah.
have the prices listed. So I don't remember seeing that at Vivid. I've only seen a little spattering of that at like some Secrets, but I don't remember seeing that
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, if you are having a look, if you're there for your anniversary or something and you want to have a nice special meal, but you don't necessarily want to do the whole like private candlelight dinner, which is probably going to set you back a couple $100. At least
Yeah.
this way you can do a nice dinner in the regular restaurant and get a nicer cut of meat or, fish, whatever.
I entered the spa for us. Hola, how are you? Good. Yeah, so it's beautiful in here too.
Hmm.
Yeah. So they have the therapy rooms back here. They have the check-in. So yeah, no, it's beautiful in
Yeah,
here.
it is very
They
zen
have, of
in there.
course, the nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nails and all that over there. Products.
And they still have their
And
own
it's, set up like,
They have their own
oh, go ahead, I'm
they have
sorry.
their own pool area outside, is that right?
They do in the, yes, I'm pointing and I'm not able to show
Yeah.
you guys, but yes, back there,
Okay.
yes. I was pointing and I recognized that I was on the wrong side of the camera.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys this over here. For the people, when you were here last, Christine, did they have the mini golf thing still by building 9 and 10?
No, those were the last two buildings that they were finishing. So no, they
Okay.
didn't have it set up. I don't recall them having it set up just yet, but they had the cornhole and stuff like that set up. So they did have some stuff going
It's
on in the
ch-
lawn.
so what they've done now is they've changed it,
Mhm.
and it's now sand volleyball courts over there.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Now I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm gonna try to right through here.
Mhm.
That pool back there is the spa pool.
Oh, okay. And those are the treatment huts as well. Right.
Correct. Give me 1 second because I don't see anyone in there. So I will give you guys a little peeky peek. Yeah, no one's in there. So yeah, you see
Yeah.
how secluded that hydrotherapy pool
Yes,
is.
hydrotherapy. Yeah, good point. Yeah. Now I don't recall if that's included. I want to say that you could use it like on your, I think my sales guy used to always say for like $20 or something, you could go in and use it for like a half day or something. So it's a really good thing to do on your go home day. Basically, pack up all your
Yes.
stuff, go in there, do the hydrotherapy, relax, get, nice and zen before you get stressed out at the airport.
I'm taking us into the gym because no one's in here really.
Yeah, it's a massive gym. It's really nice.
Yeah.
And some upgraded equipment as well, like with some of the different PX90 kind of workout stuff.
Yeah. It's funny because it is the techno gym
Yeah.
equipment. Not for so at the Vivid, it was the Peloton treadmills and bikes, but for the weights and all that, it is the techno gym brand,
Right.
which Vivid was using also.
Oh yeah, yeah, gotcha.
And then of course, and then here you go, restrooms, changing rooms. Yes, it's beautiful in here.
Mm.
Hola, how are you? Great, thank you.
And then back to where that
Here's the
wedding
wedding
room
shop right
was.
next to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have a whole setup for that too here. Going to the right takes us to the front of the property,
Mhm.
the ocean. On the back will take us to the back buildings.
Right. And again, I'll show the map, which is sort of hard
Yeah,
to see, but you can see on. So where he's walking is towards the back here, and the water slides and all that is on the opposite side of the map here.
correct.
Yeah, and then
Exactly.
obviously with the far side being that's the beach and all that area, and then the massive pool. But this is just heading towards
Yeah,
here in the back.
another pool.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's quite a few
Yeah, and
buildings.
yeah, I think there's 11. 11, I want to say. And while you guys got me, if anyone wants to ask questions while I'm here on this, or if they want to circle back and ask any updated stuff with Vivid, because we did find some stuff while after the last live stream.
Yeah, and oh, I had that photo, but oh no, I do have it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Unless I deleted it. Let me just
You want to show them the shuttle times and
Yeah,
all that?
let me just make sure I've got that. Is that right? Yeah, okay. So this is the menu that Angelo sent me. So at the beach club, they did the they've added a Sunday brunch, as you can see. And let me see if I should also, oops. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, we lost Angelo, and now he's back. There he is. We lost you for a second.
Yeah, I noticed
Yeah,
it all
oh
of a
yeah,
sudden. I'm
okay,
like, no one's
gotcha.
talking. I'm like, no one's talking. I'm like, what happened? I went too far into the no zone.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So did anyone have any
So
questions about the Vivid stuff?
and then and here's the beach club shuttle. So every 20 minutes, it is first come first serve, and there's was it 20 people maximum? So really, you kind of want to be up there and waiting to get onto the shuttle. And then going back to the brunch gatherings, as you can see, it's quite a varied menu. The poached eggs and stuff like that looks interesting. And then there it is. And then, but then getting down to where it's got like the spaghetti, I was like, not so much for a brunch, but that's okay. You got variety.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting on the Sunday.
Oh, you're cutting in and out again.
First to do.
Okay.
So it was a lot of fun. It actually they have a full-time DJ on Sunday,
Okay, hold
and
on a
so it
second.
was a good. Oh, sure.
Okay, so can you go somewhere like either to the lobby and then just flip the camera around and we'll just
Yes,
throw some questions at you? Because
you got it.
we missed all of what you just said. It
Oh,
was just like
sorry.
yeah, and we just lost him altogether. So we'll wait till he hops back on. And yeah, so it was interesting, like he said about the Vivid, the fact that they've got a brunch now, which is kind of neat. And that again is over at the beach club, so you'd need to sign up for that. You probably would want to do that as soon as you arrive at the resort. I don't know if you can book it ahead of time, but if you wanted to do the brunch thing, that's kind of a nice thing, especially if you're there for this weekend, being that it is Mother's Day weekend. So we'll see if he's
I'm
there. You
getting
are.
there. I'm almost there. I'll
Yeah, much
grab a
better.
seat under. Yeah, sorry
Yeah.
about that.
No, that's
I guess
okay.
I finally found the one spot that was weak on their internet.
Yeah.
All right, let me grab a seat. Hold on. I'll flip the
I
cam.
know when we first checked into the resort, and this was 2021, and then and years prior to that, a lot of times resorts would restrict you to one or two
Oops.
devices per
Yes.
for the Wi-Fi. And I remember when we first arrived at Hyatt Ziva rather, and we checked in, and I said, "Oh, what's the Wi-Fi code and stuff?" And I logged in, and it said 1 of 100 devices. It's like, okay, so not any restrictions really on this.
No, no restrictions anymore. Now it's so simple. They don't even ask for your room number and your name and your checkout date. It just literally
Okay.
you agree to the terms and service and connect it.
Yeah, gotcha.
So it was very nice.
Right. So going back to talking about the Hyatt Vivid for a second. So like we
Yeah,
said,
of
there's
course.
the Sunday brunch over at the beach club. Was there an extra charge for that?
No, it was included.
Okay. So you
It
just
was
had to
included.
sign up ahead of time. And what were there was something else you were, you had said there was a bunch of the girls groups and the men's groups kind of thing.
Nope. Now you stop. Say that again. There was a bunch of. I
Oh,
lost you.
the groups that were there. There was a bachelorette
Oh,
party, I think, and
bachelorette parties were both there. It was interesting. There was a couple bachelorette parties, and then there was another group that were bachelors and bachelorettes together partying.
oh, okay.
So it
Nice.
was interesting. And I'm trying to remember if there was one wedding. There was just one wedding while I was there for the 8 days.
Nice. Where did
Yeah.
the wedding
So
take place?
they did it over where the what's it called? Where I did the dream catcher and the pottery. What's
Oh,
that
the
bar
Amber
called?
Bar.
Amber Bar. I was gonna say Atrium Bar, and I knew that was wrong.
Yeah.
Amber
Yeah.
Bar.
Cool.
They did it
Very
there,
nice.
and they had
Yeah.
set up they had the normal cover, and then they set up a white tent above it to create more shade.
Oh, nice. That would have been interesting to see. I
It,
always enjoy seeing what they do for the wedding setups and stuff like that. I have seen it before where near the fire pits, they've
yes,
had some of the gazebos or the pergolas. They've
yeah.
used those as sort of the wedding centerpiece, and
Oh,
then put the chairs around it in sort of half arches. So yeah,
yeah.
just quite a few
Uh,
options there.
yeah, there is. I don't know if we mentioned it. I know we had talked about the huts that they had set up downstairs, and upstairs they had the one outdoor hut. But did we mention that spa
Mhm.
over at the Vivid is on floor 2, and they've taken a couple of
Yeah,
the rooms? Okay.
yeah. Yeah, because they've been using the guest rooms for that because the spa is ultimately gonna be on the dream side, and there's no confirmed dates on that opening. I guess we could also mention too, you inquired
Mhm.
about Hyatt Vivid Punta Cana and Hyatt Vivid Akumal,
Correct.
and what did they say as far as dates? It's all kind of
Dates they didn't have, but
yeah.
I don't know if did they say what property it is for the one in Punta Cana? What
Yeah, it's
property
one
it's
of the
replacing?
jewel
Correct.
resorts, yeah. Jewel
Exactly. Yeah. I just want.
Anna?
Yeah, and then the Akumal one, I didn't get an answer
Yeah,
which property because I think it's another takeover of another property.
mhm. The only one I
And
can
then
think of there is the Akumal Wellness Resort, but that's a private family that owns it, so I
oh,
don't know. I'm just
it's
guessing though.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the other thing I was going to mention, and I asked you this last night, the Ziva. It's interesting. I was asking you where it slots between dreams and all the other stuff,
Yeah.
Sunscape and all that. The one thing I like notice between like the Ziva brand, like there's a Ziva in Punta Cana, Cap Cana, right? And there's the
Yeah,
Ziva
yeah,
here, and then
yeah,
there's the Ziva in proper Cancun hotel zone.
yeah.
If you look at the price in all three, though, this one is much more reasonable than the other two.
Oh, yeah.
So I that's why I was asking you last night. Where do you think it slots? And I that's why I said I think it's supposed to be like a dreams, but I think this one's a little bit more value oriented.
Well, the thing is, so the Ziva and Zalara resorts, they were managed by a company called a resort management company called Playa Resorts. and
Okay.
Dreams, Secrets, Zoa Tree Breathless, Sunscape, and now Hyatt Ziva Riviera Cancun and Hyatt Ziva Riviera Maya. Those are all part of what used to be AM Resorts, which was part of Apple Vacations, and then Hyatt Inclusive Collection purchased them. So the
Got it.
Hyatt Ziva Riviera Cancun and Hyatt Ziva Riviera Maya, those are the only two properties that are Ziva or Zilara that are part of the Hyatt Inclusive Collection. So if you go to the
Yes.
Hyatt Ziva Los Cabos, Hyatt Ziva Puerto Vallarta, Hyatt Ziva Cancun, Hyatt Zilara Cancun, the Cap Cana properties, the Hyatt Ziva Zilara Rose Hall in Jamaica. Maybe I'm leaving one of them out. The Cap Cana properties, those are their flagships. So
Okay, because I was gonna say
you
the
will,
prices. They show it, and I was like, wow. When I saw the difference in pricing.
I mean, they were really reasonable when they first opened. Very not quite as low as Vivid, but much more reasonable. But holy moly, I mean, they blew my socks off when I went there the first time. And I was there in November, about a week, maybe 10 days after it opened. And then I was back again in January, so just two and a half months later, and absolutely amazing properties. So they can afford to charge $1,000 or $1,200 a night
Which I
because
couldn't believe that was that price.
yeah. But they, it's
But-
like, again, so many restaurant options. Whereas this one, when it originally started, it was part of that same group. It was part of Playa Resorts. And
Okay.
consequently, you've got so many different dining options, which was one of their things. And that certainly remained true. Like, they haven't taken away any of the restaurants or converted them or anything. And I really like seeing that, the grab and go option. Again, for me, that's, if you got an excursion the next day, grab one of those sandwiches.
Yeah.
I always travel with Ziploc bags because you never have, you're going to have room snacks, right? And so, just chuck it in your fridge and you're good to go for the next day.
I do the same thing. If I'm doing an excursion, I grab a couple boxes of the cereal, throw it in the bag, and it's easy to munch on, to get you, to get you through the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the reason I asked that was because when I was at Secrets Cap Cana, the Ziva Zilara next door were more expensive than even Secrets Cap Cana. Secrets Cap Cana is one of the premier resorts.
Yeah, I'd say, well, Secrets Maroma would probably be considered their flagship. But honestly, with Cap Cana being a close second. But for the Hyatt Ziva Zilara, definitely it's the Cap Cana properties. I mean, hands down. So
that's why I asked that, because I was so blown away by the variety and pricing. I was like, wait, something doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So definitely. Yeah. But I like, this is a solid property, and for those prices, you really can't go wrong. Again, this is second week in a row where we're talking about resorts that, the beach is maybe not the number one draw. If you really are a beach person, you want to get out on the beach, go for long walks in the morning, go for a swim in the ocean, the Vivid and this one, the Ziva Riviera Cancun, probably not the best choice for you. But certainly from a pool perspective, is every time you turned around, it was like, oh yeah, there's another pool, there's another pool, there's another pool.
Well, just like you guys can see back, it's the wrong way. I'm trying to, the reverse.
Oh yeah.
Or this side. I'm going to be back there today after we're done, and I'll just be hanging out in the breezeway. Yeah.
Right. So that was that sort of the breezeway where it was very shallow in the walkway across, and then there was somebody on a floaty, and then there was also that connects to the pool at the front of the property that's overlooking the ocean. Now, have you had bar service at those pools?
Yeah, there's bar service at all the pools. I had Jessica yesterday, and she was taking care of me and bringing me my Absolute and the lemonades all day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it's
and
refreshing
what's the pool
and easy.
temperatures? What's the pool temperature been like? Is it comfortable? Is it bath water? Is it like, ooh?
No. So like the Vivid was cold. Like I remember I would be jumping into the Vivid. I was like, you do the slow, go in. This one, I put my toes in and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be cold. And then I put my leg, and it wasn't bath water. It was a little cool, but was very refreshing, but not like, oh my God, I'm gonna freeze my butt off tonight. No, it was
Right,
very.
right.
It's so the sun, because of the way these pools are constantly exposed to the sun, they're all comfortable. The temperatures.
Okay, good.
Plus, it hasn't rained in probably plus a week, maybe a week plus, so it doesn't have all that
Okay,
cold rainwater in them. So they've all
right,
come up in temperature.
right. And now the main pool that you were at, let me see if I have a photo of it. That's this one. Yeah, that's the main pool. So
Mhm.
right in the corner there, you
That's
can
the
see
main.
the restaurant here, and on the opposite side, that was the fish restaurant on this side, and on the opposite side
Yes.
was the steak restaurant, and right in the middle is the swim up bar. So not only do they have
Correct.
drink service
And
around
they
the
have full.
pool, but
Yes, you have a
yeah,
swim up bar there, and then you do have wait staff at all the pools, including the water slide.
nice.
So
Yeah,
we did that too.
perfect. And this resort, you know what? I don't pay much attention to room service because that's just not my thing.
Yeah.
But I think, are you a room service guy?
Only when I need to. I usually like going to
Okay.
the actual restaurants, but if for some reason, like let's say I had like I do an excursion, like next week I'm going to be doing an excursion. If I come back and it's already, the dinners are all pretty much over and all that, I will order room service. Or if for some reason, I have a really late start, then I may do it. But yeah, mostly I
Yeah.
don't. But yeah, this one does have room
Okay.
service, and it is 24 hours also.
Yeah.
So they do
And
have all three
also, I know
menus.
with the previously the dress code for men was pretty casual. Like, I respect that they respect that you're paying to be there. I'm also, West Coast Vancouver, right? So dress code is kind of, like people will go to Morton's Steakhouse in their Lululemon jogging pant or yoga pants, right? It's Vancouver. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So I respect a resort that doesn't, especially in hot, muggy temperatures, where it's 30 odd degrees Celsius, 85, 90 Fahrenheit. I respect a resort that doesn't require a man to have to wear long pants, closed-toed shoes, and a collared shirt. Now my husband, he has lots of Tommy Bahama shirts, so they're short sleeved and they're collared.
Collar.
He likes them because he says with the buttons, it's actually more comfortable and cool than wearing a t-shirt. So
Can I get a absolute vodka with lemonade? They're coming up to the drink service. Thank you. Yeah, they're coming already.
yeah,
Um,
he's working. He
but
must be
I,
thirsty.
yeah. But now regarding the pants / dress code here, every
Yeah.
restaurant is casual here, except for the French.
Oh,
French
yes,
is
yes.
pants, closed toe shoes, collared shirts.
And it's adult only, I believe. No?
Yes.
It is. It
You're
is.
right,
Okay.
adults only. So that's the only one here that has a dress code.
Cool. Cool. Awesome.
And then
Well, I don't.
I was going to say I don't know if you've told them about next week. So I'll be just a couple properties over, so we can show
All
the
right.
difference. How a few properties over the beach is different.
So maybe what I'll do is I'll get some photos from you because I'm going to be in Cabo next week.
Oh, you'll be next Wednesday.
So yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
Where are you
I'm
staying?
usurping you.
That's fine. You can do that. Where are you staying?
So I'm going to be at the Sandos Finisterre for the first 5
Okay.
nights. And then I'm going over to the Rio properties. I'm staying at the Rio Palace, Baja California.
Beautiful.
So yeah, so that'll be good.
Are you going solo, Dean, or Tammy?
Try
Or all
yeah
the
with
above?
Dean.
Or all the
No,
or
no,
all the
no, no.
above?
No, you know what? I'm always trying to go with Tammy. I enjoy, I love traveling with my husband, but it's also, girls trips are fun too. So
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Well, cheers with
See?
my water. It's not quite the
Cheers.
same. So, any last words on the property overall of the Hyatt Ziva Riviera Cancun?
I think it's they've done a great job refreshing it since after COVID, because it was closed for a period of time while during
Yeah.
COVID, and it transitioned from Silversands to Ziva. I think it's a great property if you have kids. This is where you should brag on them. I mean, they have so many activities, so it's perfect for that. But then, adults only, you can do it too, or solo trips or group trips of people.
Yeah.
It's nice because it is so spread out. You're not, you don't feel like you're so packed in and claustrophobic with too many people at the pool and all that. So overall, I've been happy with it. Timing wise, everything kind of shuts down at around 11,
Yep.
like all the other inclusives. But the nice thing is, if you want to keep going, you can go a couple more hours at the sports bar. And then, overall, I've been, like I said, it's been nice to see all the updates and upgrades. When I had come here before, there was no water slide. So, they've added things to keep, to keep people active and motivated.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah,
Well,
I would recommend it. And like I said, if you're budget conscious, this is definitely a good hotel for that, because I compared this hotel with Hyatt Ziva, which is an old Secrets property also. And I think, right? Wasn't it a Secrets property before, if I remember correctly?
Oh, yeah. Secrets, Hyatt Ziva Riviera Maya was Secrets Capri.
That's it, Capri. I couldn't remember its name. I could picture the bridge over the pool, but I couldn't think of its name. So when you compare those two, the price difference between them is pretty substantial. So, like I said, if you're looking for so I picked this one to give it a try. I'm like, why is it so budgety? So I did it, and it was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. Oh, good. Awesome. Well, again, thanks for taking time out of your busy vacation. And, we always enjoy getting your updates and taking a little tour of the resort. And
No problem.
It's always nice to see what's changed and what's new and improved. So looks like there's a lot of good stuff in the works.
Definitely. Yeah, no. And for next week, I'll do the same thing, because I did Brussels last year. I'll take a whole bunch of pictures and we'll compare.
Sounds good. Perfect.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Angelo. And thanks everybody for watching. Everyone. If you haven't already done so, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Only like 5% of people watching my videos are actually subscribed to the channel. So it's not like Netflix. I don't charge. It's free.
We should charge though, shouldn't we? That we can have like a vacation budget.
Oh, well, sure. Yeah, that could.
See?
I have no problem. I have no problem accepting donations.
Then we can get cabanas and everything else and enjoy the trips.
Yeah, exactly. Well, only for quality control purposes.
Well, you got to test them, got to give my opinion,
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks again for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you have any questions, jot them down below and we'll be sure to answer them on the follow-up. So thanks again. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.